What is up? So I'm back with another YouTube live today. We're going to talk about some of the mistake that new real estate wholesaler or investor makes as a beginner, and what are some things that you need to do, right, to cut down the learning curve and get to your goal the quickest. Okay, so number one, I gotta say is that a lot of new investor wholesaler that gets into the game, the biggest thing for them is they are afraid to make number one is they're afraid to call and talk to random people, right? Like, dude, I have said this many times. A lot of you do, you're spending too much time talking to your friends and family versus talking to strangers. Strangers the one that got your money, but you're afraid to talk to them because a lot of you do, you're afraid of one, you don't know what to say. Number two is to hang up, the cuss, like you, right? And then number three is that you're afraid to make your low ball offer. A lot of you, dude, after you talk to the seller, you never made the seller an offer and you just hang up the phone. And dude, my mentor used to tell me, and he said, "Hey Khang, if you're not embarrassed about your offer, it means your offer is not low enough. Dude, don't be afraid to make your lowball offer because what's the worst case? They say no, but what if they say yes? See, every single I think the people that succeed in business is they think about what's the worst can happen, but they also think about what's the best can happen. Like so what's like instead of just think about the cup is half empty, some of them also think, oh, it's half full, right? So a lot of you, dude, what if they say yes? $25,000. The one yes that you get can make you 25 G's. So why not make the offer? Once again, the worst case, they hang up on you, they cuss at you. So what? Focus on what matters. And what matters, dude, is getting that one yes and it's getting you closer to that money. Every single no is going to get you closer to the money. Just think about that, okay? TikTok family, if you have any questions, all you need to do is comment the word me. I'll bring you on live so you can ask me any question you want, okay? Now, mistake number two that I see new real estate beginner make is that they're trying to do too many things at the same time. They're trying to focus on too many different market. They're trying to focus on too many different marketing strategy. So they would drive for dollars. They would do this. That they would cold call. They would do SMS. They would do direct mail. They're just doing too many things and not consistent with one thing. And they're focused on the wrong market. They focus on commercial apartment building. They're focused on like vacant land. They're focused on $1 million home. Dude, as a new beginners starting out in your real estate career, wholesaling, what you need to do is you need to focus on single family and multifamily. Single family home and multifamily. Multifamily is 2 to 4 units because it's still considered as residential. So 99% of the investor will buy it anytime, any day if the price is right. So it's easy because it's easier to wholesale those. Once you get under contract, if you get under contract at a deal, right, it's easy to wholesale them versus apartment versus commercial building versus vacant land. When you're dealing with vacant land, you're just dealing with the whole, like there's a lot, you have to get a lot more educated. And number two is that your pool of buyer gets a lot smaller. Only developer or builder would buy vacant land. When you get into apartment building and commercial building, right, you're dealing with a whole different type of seller. You're dealing with a whole different types of buyer. So the way that they talk are different. They talk about ROI, right? Net operating income, right? They talk about cash on cash. Like, so there's a lot more education that you have to learn, and you're dealing with a different types of buyer. And once again, your seller is smarter than the average seller, homeowner, and then your buyer is also a lot smarter as well, right? So once again, and your pool buyer is smaller, so you're dealing with whole different types. It's like a different beast. Okay. So for me, when I started, dude, I just stick with single family home. But then my mistake too is at the beginning of my journey, I was bouncing from one thing to another. I was I was watching YouTube. I heard people be like, "Hey, I did a deal doing this, and then I went and did that. I went into vacant land. I went into apartment building. I went to commercial. I went into all of that just to waste time." Okay. And I end up realize that, dude, I just need to pick my lane, which is the single family, multifamily, and just stick with that. Okay. Is that number two? Mistake number two. Mistake number three is, I think, new real estate wholesaler or investor starting out is that they don't know how to run comps. They don't know how to figure out what the property's worth and what to offer to the seller. So they don't know how to figure out what the property's worth. They don't know how to figure out how much the house, how much it costs to rehab the house. So they don't know what to offer the seller. So a lot of times they offer too much. So when they get the property under contract, they can't sell the deal because they got under contract at too high of a price. But my whole thing is, I'd rather you have it under contract at a high price versus you being afraid to put that property under contract at the wrong price. Some of you are afraid that you might put it under contract at a wrong price, that it holds you back from actually putting the property under contract. So the worst case that can happen when you put a property under contract at a wrong price is you can always go back to the seller. Number one is renegotiate for a new price or for more time to find a buyer for the deal. Or two, you can just cancel the contract and back out of the deal. And typically, if you stay within your inspection period, you actually get your earnest money deposit back. And worst come to worst is you lose your earnest money deposit, and that can be as little as like $10. So for example, like in my contract now, just because we got the money in our contract, my earnest money deposit to the seller is $250 on every single contract. So I would risk $250 to potentially make $25,000. And I can tell you right now, it doesn't matter how experienced an investor is. Let's just say they put 5 property under contract, doesn't mean that they're going to close on all 5 of them. There will be a couple of them that the number is just not going to work. So they would have to cancel 1 or 2 or 3 of them. And so if they put 5 property in the contract, let's just say they cancel 3 and they close on 2. So they lose out on $500. Worst case, they lose $500 on the earnest money deposit, and they end up making $50,000. So the question you need to ask yourself is that the risk you're willing to take? Would you risk $250 to make $25,000? And I'm saying that's worst case when it comes to wholesaling. Unlike fix and flip, man, you're not going to buy the property, so you don't have to come up with $250,000 to buy the property. You don't have to spend another $50,000 to rehab the property and then list the property with an agent and then wait 4 to 5 months for it to sell and then get paid. That's the thing what people don't understand about the whole fix and flip game. Most people that get into real estate, all they know about 2 ways to make money in real estate. Either you buy and hold, which you need capital. 2 is you fix and flip, and you also need capital. Those are the only 2 ways that most average people know how to make money in real estate. 99% don't know that there's another option, which is called wholesaling real estate. And wholesaling real estate, man, it is the quickest and the safest way to make money in real estate. And mistake number 4, new investor makes when they're getting into the game is that they focus on buying rental property. They're focused on passive income versus active income. So I'm just saying most people who gets into real estate because they want to, start, building passive income, generation wealth, or whatever it is. So they're working at a job that they try and escape, and they either start out fix and flip or they buy rental property. The problem with buying rental property is that it's a 10 to 20 year game plan. So a lot of new investors think about the passive income game, but they don't understand that, let's just say you make $10,000 from your job. You would have to own at least 40 to 50 rentals for you to be able to replace that income. Okay. And how many rental can you buy working at a job? To get, so it is a 10 to 20 year game plan. And majority of those rental has to be paid down or pay off. That's when that's when the cash flow gets really good. And majority of the people, dude, don't understand that there's maintenance costs. There's repair costs. So let's just say that you like, hey, Khang, I buy this rental property. I'm gonna make $500 from it a month. But did you know that, hey, something, dude, if let's just say if an air conditioner goes out, if your heating goes out, the heating would have cost you 5,000 plus to replace. So your whole entire year, that whole entire year that you thought that you made money from your rental, you break even. Makes sense? So majority of the people that's starting out thinking about buying rental property, taking the passive income to replace the JOB income, don't understand that, dude. It's just not the game that you want to play. Biggest mistake that I see new investor make. Biggest mistake. And that's why you're still trapped at the JO, the B. Okay? Once again, you guys, TikTok family, if you have a question you want to ask me live, all you need to do is comment the word me, and I will bring you on live. Okay? Let me see here. Getting that one yes makes all the difference in the world. After that, you can't be stopped. Correct. The first deal is always the hardest. And then after that, you got the money back. It fuels you. You got the confidence. It's just moving on to the next one. Okay. Let me bring somebody on here. They got a question. Bro, I'm tired. Hello? 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 Hello?
Can you hear me?
Who's this?
Manny.
Manny, what up, man?
How you doing? How you doing?
Oh. Good, man. Hey, Manny, so where are you based out of?
I am out of North Carolina.
North Carolina, nice, man. And how can I help you? What's your question?
What's the best way of finding a mentor? And how do you know what's worth being a wholesale? Or what's the ways to go about getting a mentor in North Carolina? How do you find them? Because somebody's not going to post, hey, I'm a mentor. I'm going to help you. How do you know who's going to be a mentor?
Got it, dude. So, Manny, man, here is the truth reality, man. This is the real world. There's a lot of mentor, man, that are, there's a lot of people online posting content and they charge for mentorship, man. So you just have to decide who you feel like is the best fit for you, dude. I mean,
yeah, because I love the idea of wholesaling and everything. It's just finding the right person to educate you on things not to do, what to do. Because I drive trucks for a living.
Sure.
I don't want to do this. I really don't.
Bro.
It's a good career, but I just don't want to do it. I'm away from my family a lot.
Dude, hey, Manny, say less. Dude, I have about 4 to 5 students that are also truck driver, and they said they hated it. See, same thing. You're always on the road. You're away from your family. You're making good income, but you're also working like a dog.
Yes,
and dude, and the thing is, Manny, I mean, if you follow me, dude, I say this all the time. It's not how hard you work, bro. It's what you do for work.
I do follow you. I did DM you too.
Yeah, dude. So Manny, if you're ready to make the investment and you're like, hey, Khang, I've been following you, dude. I want you as a mentor. All you need to do is to go to coachwithkhang.com.
Coachwithkhang.com.
Yep. So coach with Khang, KHANG.com. And then all you need to do is fill out the application, Manny. And then my team will call you, dude, just to make sure that we are a good fit and that you're ready. And then they'll tell you everything about my academy. And if you feel like it's a good fit, you feel like, hey, this is something that I'm interested in, then let's rock and roll, dude.
I will definitely look into that because I know
cool.
I just moved to North Carolina from Jersey and I see so much potential. Dude. I see a lot of potential, but it's just like I said, finding the right people to educate you on how to do things the right way.
You got it, dude. I look forward.
Definitely will reach out to you.
Sounds good.
Thank you for that live answer or answering me on live.
Manny, you're welcome, man. Thank you so much, dude. So let's go ahead and jump on to the next question, man. Okay. So anyone else has a questions? Once again, TikTok, if you have a question, just comment the word me, and then I will bring you on. For TikTok, YouTube family, this is what I'm talking about. For those of you who has the same similar question like Manny, and once again, dude, like I want the people like if you're gonna be my student, I want you to be an action taker. I don't want you to be an excuse maker. And I want you to have the freaking work ethic. And I want you to make sure to be coachable, dude. If I tell you to do something, go ahead and do it. Don't question me. Like, dude, I've been in the game for 12 years. Like, I started at the bottom. I started where you were. So every mistake, everything that you're going through, I have been there. So don't question. Just do it. Trust the process. Believe in yourself. Trust your coach. And let's rock and roll, baby. Okay. Okay. Someone else has, okay. Let me see here. Okay, someone else. I just sent you an invite, bro. How do you find the number to call the website I'm going to get positive 369? All you need to do is go to kingdata.ai, man. Kingdata.ai, dude, is a one-stop shop. So let me share with you another thing. So who here wants to know, if I were to start all over again, what I would do differently than I did 12 years ago to close my first deal the quickest? Who wants to know that? Like when I started my real estate career 12 years ago, social media like it is today, technology was not where it is today. So I had to do a lot of the hard way to find my way to my first deal. And it took me 6 months, man. And even after 6 months, I had to, it took me 6 months to get my first deal because I was taking action, but I was doing the wrong thing. And I would say that will be mistake number 5 that new real estate investors makes, is that they felt they're busy doing, but they're doing the wrong thing. You're putting all your energy and effort into the wrong thing. For example, most new investor, what they do nowadays is that they are making offer to property that are on the MLS. And your chance of getting a deal on the MLS is just really, really rare versus finding off-market deals where you deal directly with the seller. You're negotiating directly with the seller. You get to control the contract. So that way you don't have to go, like most of the time when you deal with the realtor, they ask you for proof of funds. You got to show them proof of funds. You got to have at least 1% of the earnest money deposit. So if you made an offer on a $300,000 house, you got to have 1% of that. So 1% of 300,000 is what, guys? $3,000? And majority of you be like, well, Khang, I don't have $3,000. That's because you're focused on the wrong shit. So I typically, even to today, man, majority of my deals come from off-market deals. And let me show you, if I was to start all over again, exactly what I would do. I would go to the software. Okay. I would go and sign up for the software called King Data, also known as dealsformenow.com. But I would go to kingdata.ai, or once again, AKA, also known as dealsformenow.com. I would literally, dude, I would go on there and I pull a list. And here's the list that I would pull. Listen up. Okay. Dude, I'm going to keep it very, very simple. And if you do exactly what I tell you to do and just stay committed, trust the process and just stay the course, there's no reason why you can't get a contract, can't get a property in a contract in the next 30 to 60 days. The problem with most people is, one, they don't know what to do, and then they do the wrong thing. Number 2 is they're not committed and consistent. Okay. Here's the list that I would pull. I would pull a list of absentee owner. I wouldn't even target pre-foreclosure. I want to target absentee owner, and they also own the property free and clear. Dude, I would just target the low-hanging fruit. Okay. And you want to get a list of right around 2,000 people or more. You want the list to be at least 2,000 people or more. I'm going to repeat. You want a list of absentee owner, which means they don't live in the property. So whether it's rented, vacant, they live out of states, those are highly motivated seller, and they own the property free and clear, which means it's so much easier to negotiate with them when they don't owe anything. Because walking away with $200,000 in their pocket sounds way better than 20,000 if they have a mortgage. Make sense? And they typically probably own the property for a long time, man. And which means the property's probably old. It needs a lot of work. And all you do is go in there. You can use that software to also skip trace. Okay. Dude, it is a one-stop shop. 12 years ago, what I did was I had to go and download a bunch of different software just to get the thing I needed done. And this is one-stop shop. You go there, you pull the list, you sign up. The basic plan is gonna cost you $149. So $149 investment to possibly make 20 to 25K. Pull that list, same thing, use that same software, skip trace the list. You can either send out direct mail, which is postcard or letters, same from the exact same software. Just a few click of a button, you can send out direct mail, or skip trace, get the owner phone number, and then start pounding the phone and call them, and then start making your offer. Once you got your offer accepted, guess what, my friend? Same software, you can go on there and pull a list of cash buyer. Literally, any city, any state. And for those of you who's on YouTube, you want like a full tutorial on that, I'll leave a link in the descriptions. It's a 30-minute video where I get one of my VA to go on and show you. Here's the list we pull, how to pull the list, how to skip trace the list. Here's how we send out direct mail. Here's how we call the seller. Here's how we make offer. Once it get accepted, like I'll show you exactly. It's a 30-minute long video. Okay, I'll leave that in the description so if you want to check that out. Okay. Brandon said, what's the software called again? Brandon, Nathan, the software is called, just go to King Data. kingdata.ai. Can someone type that in? I just want to make sure that you you go to the right site. It's also known as dealsformenow.com. So it's kingdata.ai, aka dealsformenow.com. Will it come with a CRM? Franklin, absolutely, man. It comes with a CRM too. Franklin, do you know how much I have to spend 12 years ago when I first started, dude? I have to pay $50 for a CRM software. I have to pay for $97 a month for a software to pull my list. I have to I have to sign up for another software to get my cash buyer. I have to sign up for another software to send out direct mail. I have to sign up for another software to skip trace. Literally, it cost me almost $1,000 a month with all these different software. And once again, this is 12 years ago. Now, all in one, and you only pay $149 for the basic plan, or you go the pro plan. Is for those of you who be like, hey, Khang, dude, I want to pull a variety of lists. Like it's just give you way more stuff, right? More advanced stuff. I wouldn't say advanced. I'm sorry. I shouldn't use advanced for the pro plan. It just give you way more variety of choices of lists. Pre-foreclosure, tax delinquents. You can list stack, vacant property, out-of-state owner, upside down owner, like people who owns their property upside down. All right. And let me tell you what's also crazy about the software, dude, is that it also uses AI. So it can tell you 90 days before someone gets into pre-foreclosure, divorce, or tax delinquents. Imagine how powerful that is. If you get to know 90 days before they get in trouble, and then you hit them first before it gets to any other investor. Franklin said, I have the pro version. I'm your student. Has it been released? Franklin, yes, dude. It already been released. They're working on just updating the name to King Data. But all of that has been released. And then Franklin, there's actually more stuff that they're releasing, which is going to be crazy, that I'm going to share sometime next week with Jenna. I think it's probably going to be this Friday. Media, I have the basic version. So if you have the basic version, I highly just target absentee owner and free and clear. That's it. I must be typing in wrong. What's the coach website? It's Coach with Khang. So let me see if I can type it in here. It's coachwithkhang.com. Can someone type it in the chat? I don't know why they don't give me a place where I can type. Coach, COACH with WITH, and then Khang, which is KHANG. What other questions? Franklin's awesome. I'll take a look at it later today. I'm super excited. Honestly, that's all I would do. Pull the list. You can be literally anywhere, any city, any states, and you can go into any city, any states. Oh, they also have an app called Drive for Dollars. You can also go Drive for Dollars on that software as well. Okay. Johnny said, do you recommend getting a VA? Johnny, when you're starting out, when you're new, I highly recommend that you don't hire anybody. Don't hire a VA. Don't hire anybody. Because a lot of people think that, hey, I got the capital. Why don't I just take the shortcut? But the shortcut will always cost you money and it'll always end up hurting you. Because, Johnny, my question to you is, it doesn't matter what business you're in. If you don't know how to do the business, how can you train someone else up to do it? Like, answer me that question. Because a lot of you be like, well, Khang, can I hire a VA to cold call for me? The answer is yes, you can. But if you yourself has never done a deal, you yourself have never talked to a seller, you yourself have never closed a seller, how would you know what to train them on? Like, even if you listen to the call, how would you know what they're like how to train them? Like, dude, as a boss, as a business owner, dude, you need to know the in and the out of your business, and you need to know how to do it first. And I have oh yeah, this is probably mistake number, I would say number 5 for new investor wholesaler that getting into the game, like get capital, and they start getting office space, Mac computer, like they start getting all these high end and then hiring people. And guess what, dude? Man, I have a couple students that have this problem, and all of a sudden they're like, Khang, I had 20,000 and now I'm down to 1,000 because they spent it all on the wrong thing. They're not focused on the money making task. So when you hire a VA, even though the VA is $3 an hour, $5 an hour, but you know what they cost you, dude? What they cost you is opportunity cost, because you don't know how to train them. Number one, because you have never done the business yourself, right? So when they get on the phone with the seller, they don't know how to talk. They don't know how to negotiate. Guess what, dude? They're costing you an opportunity, because that seller you could have closed that seller and made 20,000, but because they don't know how, they cost you opportunity cost. So a lot of time, yes, VA can be cheap, but they also can be very expensive. Okay. So in my personal opinion, before you hire anybody, you just have to go do the dirty work yourself. So for me, in my personal opinion, just me, you have to get at least 3 to 5 deals under your belt. Close, complete, you know the process, you know what's going on, and then start thinking about leveling up, which means, hey, now start hiring people, training people, getting people into the business, and have them start running the business so you can escape, right? Now you got the capital, you have the knowledge, the experience, you have done deals, and then now you're just like, hey, I'm going to hire people to do this for me so I can remove myself and focus on the bigger money making task. But when I first started, dude, I was a one-man show. I did everything myself. So now I know how to train all of my VA up. And when I listen to the call, I know what they're saying is right and what they're saying is wrong, and I can give them feedback. Sal said, I have 10,000. What can I do, dude? Now, 10,000, 20,000, dude, all of that, dude, is baby money. Okay. Number one, dude, the best investment that you can ever make is invest it into your self-education. So figure out what business you want to start, dude, and go invest into your self-education. And when I say self-education, dude, get a course, get a mentor, pay for whatever you need to get access to, because it's going to cut down your learning curve, save you time. So you either have money or you have time, whichever you want to spend. That's fine with me. You want to go into YouTube and spend all the time figuring this out yourself? Great, do that. But you're like, Khang, I don't want to do that. I got a little bit of money here. I want to buy the information. Then go pay for it. There's only 2 ways to get the knowledge that you need, my friend. You either pay with time or you pay with money. You choose. The end. You choose, man. Okay? TikTok family, once again, if you have a question you want to ask, comment the word me and I'll bring you on the live. YouTube family, I'm going to pop in a link here for those of you who wants to jump on live and you have a question you want to ask. Does Lon still train VA? L, she does, but she's not training VA for other investors. Only only for our business only. What other questions here that you guys got, man? What's the app again? User 155, you mean like the software? It's called kingdata.ai. Kingdata.ai. So if someone on TikTok, you guys can comment that in the chat so everybody knows. That will help me out a lot. You can do this with like 500 a month, but more is better. It's easier. Yeah. Like, listen, the more money you have, yes, it's going to help make things easier. Because instead of pounding the phone 8 hours a day or 4 hours a day or 3 hours a day, instead of cold calling, you can use your money to send out direct mail. You can use your money to send out SMS, which is text blast. And then you're just waiting for people to call you now. So let's just say if I have 20,000 to spend on marketing, let's just say if I have 2,000 to 3,000 that I can spend every single month on marketing, dude, I would just do SMS and I would do direct mail. I wouldn't even cold call. If I was a one-man show, I mean, now I got a team of 7 VAs. I got 3 VAs that are pounding the phone every single day, 8 hours a day, cold calling people because I pay them. Because I got the money, I leverage their time, and they're calling for me. But I'm saying if I was starting out, if I was just a one-man show, I would have just, dude, I would spend 2,000-3,000 every single month. I would have sent out direct mail and I would do SMS, which means I send out a bunch of text message and I'm just waiting for the seller to hit me back. So I can go on my day, do whatever I needed to do and just wait for my phone to ring, wait for people to call me instead. That's what I would do. I'm confused. Website said $99 a month instead of $149 a month. Would you please confirm the price? Roman, so it is not okay. So $149 a month is a month-to-month plan. So Roman, if you sign up for month-to-month, right, it's $149. But if you pay for the whole entire year up front, then it's only $99 a month, man. So roughly what, $1,200? So you save about $50 a month. So Roman, if I were you, if you got the capital, obviously, dude, why wouldn't you want to save $50 a month? $50. That $50, dude, could have gone into something else. So Roman, if I were you, dude, if you're committed, you're like, Khang, this is what I want to do. I want to commit the next 12 months. Bam. And you got the money for it. I would pay for the whole entire year so you don't even have to worry about it. And I tell people all the time, dude, if that software can help you close one deal, because the average wholesale deal is you're gonna make between 20 to 25K. If that software can help you close one deal and make you 25,000, it pays for 10 years of that software. The return. Dude, I've been in the game for 12 years, and I know a lot of people ask me, Khang, how about this software? How about this software? How about this software? I have used so many. I have tried so many. And I don't want to talk trash about other people's software. I can only tell you what I'm currently using right now that I love, and it has gotten us results. That's all I can say. Platinum Real Estate said, Khang's the realest person in the market, and he won't give you no BS straightforward. Yeah, dude. Man, I mean, like, I don't know, man. Like, that's how I was raised. That's how I was raised up. Like, my parents, they never sugarcoat anything. They said, Khang, everything that you want in life, dude, you got to go work for it. Nobody's going to come and help you. Nobody's going to come and save you. Nobody's going to come and do shit for you. You want it? Go fight for it. Everything that you ever wanted in life, my friend, the car, the house, the vacation trip, like the money, dude, it's out there. You just got to go and hustle. Fight for your piece of the pie. It ain't going to come to you easy, my friend. Sunny said, what's the software? Sunny, all you need to do is go to kingdata.ai. So can someone type that in? Kingdata.ai, also known as dealsformenow.com. Once again, they're in the process of changing their name. And I also want to say this to all of you as well that is taking advantage of signing up for the software, is that in the future, from what I know, is that the price will continue to go up. The reason why is because they're adding more and more and more things to the software. So if you lock in at that price, your grandfather in at that price. If you cancel and then you come back in, you're probably going to be paying new price. Just so a lot of you are not confused, man. Have you ever wholesale a mobile home park before? I have not. If I have never done it, I'll tell you I've never done it. I have never wholesale a mobile home park before, but the answer is yes, you can. You can wholesale, dude, manufacture home. You can wholesale mobile home park. You can wholesale vacant land. You can wholesale anything. As long as you get under contract at a low enough price, you can wholesale it. Oh, also too, is in the software. I know some of you asked me, so Khang, does it have commercial? Does it have apartment that you can target? Does it have vacant land that you can target? Absolutely, yes. What other question here? TikTok family, once again, for those of you who's on TikTok, if you have a question you want to ask me live, comment the word me and I'll bring you on live and let's rock and roll. Is Lon still making money on TikTok? She actually put her TikTok on hold because creating content really stresses Lon out. And I told Lon this all the time. If you don't have to, you're not going to do it because she don't have to work on her TikTok to make money. Like, we don't need it. So that's why she's putting on a hold. But she just got her eyeshadow in. So she's going to start posting content and start selling her makeup. So she'll be back. What's the best way to start? The best way to start, bro, is actually to go check out my YouTube. That's probably the best place to start. Dude, I have over 3,000 video. Literally gave you the entire game, bro. The only reason why people, sign up for my coaching is because they're like, Khang, I just need the hand-on coaching. Like, I got all the free information. I tried it myself, but it's not working. So I need the hands-on training, the coaching, the mentorship, the accountability, telling me what to do and I'll go do it. If I have an issue, I'll come back to you. That's the only reason why. Okay. So all you need to do is, okay, Jamal. Okay, let me bring you on, dude. You have a question? Let me bring you on here. Once again, TikTok, if you have a question, comment the word me. Do you think Florida will be the hot market with these oh, dude, yes. Hello.
Hello.
What up, bro?
Hey, Khang, what's going on?
Good, man. So what's your name?
I'm Jamal.
Jamal, dude. Where you based out of?
I'm in North Carolina right now.
Okay, nice, man. And what's your question?
So I just want to ask you if I'm on the right track. So
okay.
I bought a list from Potwire.
Okay.
Potwire is free.
Okay.
I bought a list of absentee owners.
Okay.
So right now I get it up every day and I cold call with Mojo Dollar with a single dollar and I'm just calling.
Yep.
Some people want to sell, some people don't.
Yep.
I leave a lot of voicemails every day. That's just my strategy from start of September till I get a deal. Am I on the right track?
Okay, hold on a second. So you so you've been doing this since September.
Yeah.
How many
taking action?
Okay.
September.
Got it. How many hours are you cold calling a day?
At least 5 hours. I'll get up and start at 11 o'clock and I'll stop cold calling at 7.
So you're telling me you've been cold calling 5 hours a day every single day for the last 30 days?
Correct.
Okay, and you got no deal.
No deal, but I have given out some offers. They did not accept the offers.
Hold on, dude. Roughly how many sellers do you think that you talk to that is kind of a warm lead?
Only like 2.
Okay.
Out of all of them.
Okay, bro. So if I were you, dude, this is probably, I would say, that mistake number 6 that new real estate investors make. Mm-hmm. That's why they're having a hard problem closing their first deal, dude. It's number 1, I can tell you right now, is that you're probably not good on the phone. I can tell you that, bro.
A lot of them are just telling me from the absentee owner and vacant list,
yep,
hey, I don't want to sell right now.
Okay, so check this out, dude. Okay, watch this. See? I hear you, bro. But if you've been calling 5 hours a day for the last 30 days and you talk to people and people say that, okay, and I can almost guarantee that you're just not as good on the phone to be able to close someone. So we're going to do a quick cold call role play and we'll let the people judge. Are you ready, bro?
Yeah, we can do it.
You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay. Hello?
Hey, how you doing? This is Avery.
Yeah, and why are you calling?
I was calling because I was wondering if you'd be looking to sell that property on 123 Main Street.
How do you get my number?
Well, I got your number from a database that I called from, and I talked to people that want to sell their property. Your name was?
I mean, how do you know that I am selling my property? I mean, I've never listed or put on the market.
Yeah, it just came across my list as a vacant property. Do you own any real estate property right now?
Well, I mean, the property that you just said, the
Okay,
one
well,
the one on 123 Main Street. That's the only property that I own.
okay, great. I didn't get your name.
It's Khang.
Okay, Khang. Hey, Khang, this is Avery, and what I do is I call people about properties that they might want to sell. They might not. And I usually give a cash offer based off the property and the condition of the properties. So that's what I do. The property on 123 Main Street, would you be considered selling or be willing to take a cash offer?
So what's your guys' offer then?
I can get you an offer, but I just want to get a couple details about the property.
Okay, sure.
Okay. So is it a 3-2 bedroom? How many square foot?
Right around 1,500.
1,500. Okay, that's not good size property. Have you did any renovations in the past, I don't know, year or 2 years?
No, I have not.
You have not. Okay. And do you know how much exactly you'd be, want to get for the property?
I mean, you guys are the one who called me, so why don't you make me an offer?
Yeah, I can make your offer. Just want to see exactly like what you want to get for it and how we can actually help you. Do you even want to sell the property?
Well, I mean, if I didn't want to sell the property, then I wouldn't be on the phone with you.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I want to get you a cash offer. Would you be able to set up an appointment where I can actually come out and take a look at it, get some more details, some pictures?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, why don't we do that? I'll give you a call so we can set up an appointment. Maybe tomorrow at 9 a.m. so we can set up an appointment. I can come out there and take a look at it. When would you be available?
I mean, I should be available tomorrow at 12.
Okay, perfect. Well, I'll give you a call tomorrow at 12. We can set up an appointment. I'll come out, introduce myself, and meet you in person. And
Okay, hold on a second. So, Jamal, dude, I can tell you right now, bro, you're going to waste so much time going out to meet with the seller that probably end up, you're going to walk away with no contract because you haven't really qualified the seller. And this is the problem with majority of you. You don't know how to qualify them, man. So the next thing, so when people say, hey, make me an offer, you're stuck. You'll be like, okay, well, let me go out and see the property. Bro, if I jump on the phone with them, I would have closed them over the phone and they would have called you back and said, hey, you know what? We already sold our property. So, bro, okay, so let's go ahead and reverse the role so you understand, dude. So number one, bro, is I train my VA. Number one is that you filter and qualify the seller on the first call. Number two, and then if they say they want to get an offer, then you set an appointment, you call them back and you make offer over the phone. You don't need to go out to meet the seller or see the property to get it done. So watch this, dude. So the first thing I'll do, dude, okay, great. So you are interested in selling a property at 123 Main Street, correct, Jamal?
Correct.
Fantastic. Now, Jamal, I understand that the price is very important to you, but besides getting the right price for the property, what is another reason that you would consider selling this property?
I'm just kind of stressed out about the property, and I'm paying a lot of taxes on it.
I see. Okay, so so basically the property's sitting vacant then?
Yeah, correct.
Gotcha. Okay, and you've been paying property tax and mortgage on it, and you're just like, hey, tired of it, and rather just get rid of it and be done with it, right?
Correct.
Okay. See, Jamal. So my whole thing now, dude, is I come in within just within a minute or two, dude. I get motivation. Because I want to know is, dude, should I spend 20 minutes with you on the phone or should I just get off the phone?
Right.
So now I see that, hey, you're motivated. You said that you're stressing out. The property's vacant. You're paying property tax and the mortgage on it where you don't want to, right? So now I know you got motivation, dude. The next thing I'm going to come in is obviously I'm going to build rapport. Now let's go ahead and bypass the rapport. So the next thing, dude, let's go ahead and talk about negotiating. So the next thing, like I asked you, hey, so Jamal, how much are you looking to get for the property?
I know this is the part when I
No.
guess 100K.
No, bro. This is the part where you be me and I be you, which means you gotta be like, well, you guys are the one who called me. Well, why don't you make me an offer?
Yeah, why don't you make me an offer for my property?
Gotcha. Okay, Jamal, we absolutely will make you an offer. But you know what? Before we can determine, what's the best offer we can make for you on your property, let me ask you this: what do you think your property would sell for in today's market?
200 after it has some repairs done.
Gotcha. Okay, so you're thinking after it's all fixed up, nicely done, it can sell, it can go for 200,000, correct?
Correct.
See, Jamal, do you see what I'm doing there, dude? You asked me to make you an offer. I distract you and said, hey, before we can make you a fair and intelligent offer, what do you see? I distract you, and now I ask you, what do you think the property would sell for? And you said, hey, it would sell for 200,000 in perfect condition. The next question I'm going to ask you, Jamal, is I'm going to say, hey, so what do you think it will sell for in as-is condition?
Right. I got you.
Do you see what I'm saying? And if you say, okay, so if they say, well, in an as-is condition, it'll probably go for like 150, perfect. So based on those number, Jamal, if we come in and we buy the property in an as-is condition and take care of all your closing costs, all the fee, what would you consider selling your property all cash for? You see that, dude? Now, see, dude, so now that I got once, dude, when you give me a number and I feel like that number is within my ballpark, and for those of you, if you feel like wanting to go out and meet with the seller, hey, Jamal, I'm gonna let you go, okay, bro?
Appreciate you.
Yeah, absolutely. So, let's see, do you guys understand what I'm saying? Dude, this is the problem with majority of you, is when they say make me an offer, you be like, I gotta go out and meet with you. It's like you don't know how to close on the phone. Dude, my VA from the Philippines can close people from the US. So can you, dude. You just need to learn how to do it. So I don't go, dude, I don't go out and meet the seller, period. But if you want to go out to meet the seller, don't waste time. Qualify them first. And if they give you a price that's within your ballpark where you like, hey, I think I can get the seller to come down, 30, 40,000 when I go out to meet the seller, then there you go. Set an appointment. But typically for me, dude, I'll close them over the phone. I'll be like, okay, great. Okay, so based on that, so you want 150 for your property, correct? Bam. And then I'm going to go in and be like, hey, Mr. Seller, Jamal, I'm going to buy the property in as-is condition, take care of all the repairs, all the work. There's nothing you can do. What's the best you can do? Dude, see? So a lot of times, for me personally, Jamal, for you, dude, I don't know what market you in, but maybe you need to, one, expand your list, dude. Get a new list. Okay, expand your list, get a new list. Maybe go into another, because there's many lists that you can target. And then if you call them, it won't work. I would do SMS, right? You also send out text message as well. And also too is, Jamal, like, do you follow up? Because 60 to 70% of your deal is going to come from follow up, man. And then when people say no, what do you say after that? When people say, nope, I'm not interested in selling my property, do you just say, hey, thank you so much for your time, and then click? If that's what you're doing, dude, then you're doing it all wrong. When people say no, guess what I do, dude? I'll be like, no problem. I understand that you're not interested in, selling your property today. But if the need ever arises where you would consider selling your property, then give us a call back. Now, before I let you go, Jamal, let me ask you one last question. Do you know anybody that would sell their property to for cash? Because if you refer us to them, we'll give you $1,000 for a referral fee. Bam. So now, dude, you just hit them two birds with one stone. You got them on the phone. You plant the seed with them and tell them, hey, if the needs ever arise where they would interested in selling, they call you back, or bam, they know anybody that wants to sell, and they refer you, bro. Game over. That's how you do it. Okay. Gail said, hey, I am 17. Can I skip trace for free? Dude, you guys, I gotta go. All right. TikTok family, I'm out. YouTube family. So basically, there's a site called truepeoplesearch.com. You can skip trace for free, but once again, you get what you pay for. The freeway or the payway. Payway is obviously more accurate, and the freeway And once again, that software, you can go there, you can skip trace, you can send out direct mail, you can set follow-up, the CRMs, like your cash buyer, everything is truly the most powerful real estate software. I don't care if you fix and flip. I don't care if you buy and hold. I don't care if you wholesale. As long as you are a real estate investor, the key thing for us to make money as a real estate investor is number one, is we need to know how to find these distressed property and get them under contract at a major discount. That's it. Honestly, when it comes to real estate wholesaling, there's really only three things you guys need. You know that, right? Number one is data. Where do you find good data, right? Where do I get the distressed property list from that I can target? Number two, right, is being able to get on the phone and negotiate with them. Like, how good of a sales negotiator are you when you're on the phone? And finally, number three is where can I find my buyers to buy the deal from me? That's really it. And a lot of you do, you're complicating things when all you need is just figure out what it is and consistently doing it. And you're only one phone call away from changing your life. Okay? I appreciate each and every single one of you that's here with me. I truly hope that this video helps you out, guide you in the right directions, and help moving you closer to your goal. Whether you're trying to close that first deal, or maybe you're trying to close one deal a month with the information that I share with you. Once again, it takes commitment and it takes consistency. You can't just try this for 30 days and then saying it doesn't work. Some people take 30 days. Some people have closed a deal in 30 days, but some took 6 months. Some took 9 months, depending on how much work you put in, how much capital you got, and if you know what you're doing. I appreciate each and every single one of you that's here with me. Thank you so much. Until next time, you guys take care, and let's go get this money. I'm out.